Hi there. So, I hope by now you've watched some of the videos on YouTube about the farm. You can watch Blippi's farm tour and he's going to show you, I know you like Blippy, he's funny, right? He will show you everything that you see at a farm if you visit a farm. And I think over the summer, maybe you might be able to visit a farm. And I think you've been to farms before, or maybe a petting zoo. I think that in the past, if you were with Miss Linda's, you definitely went to a farm last year or the year before, right? Do you remember what you saw at that farm? Okay, so watch Blippi's video if you haven't yet, and play some of the games and sing some of the songs, and watch my video of Mrs. Wishy-Washy's farm, and then you can start thinking from your experience and from what you saw and what you read, what do you see on a farm? And you can make a chart, okay? This is a huge chart. There's so much on it. So you get a piece of paper and ask your grown-up to help you, and you could start writing the words by sounding out some of the words, or you could just write it however you think it's spelled, and then you could ask your grown-up to write it, okay? Or you can draw pictures. You don't need to write words. You can draw pictures. Guys, you are awesome. You are writers and readers, and you can do all this. I have such great faith in you. I know you're doing a great job. Okay, so I made a list of everything that I have seen on the farm. I started with the animals. The animals are the easiest because I pretty much know what you can see on a farm, right? I've seen them on a farm, I've seen pictures of them, I've read books about them, I've seen videos about it, okay? So the first animal I wrote, it's spelled C-O-W. C makes the K sound, K. Ow, what animal? Cow. Great job, see, I knew you could read it. The next animal starts with a P, P. P-I-G. What's that? Pig. Good job. This animal starts with the letter D. It quacks. D. D-uck. Duck. Good job. So far we have cow, pig, duck. This is a little bit more difficult. Horse. Horse. We could start by looking at the first letter and saying, ha, ha, ha. What animal that lives on the farm starts with an H? Horse. Now we have this one. This one goes bark, bark, bark. And we see that we will learn this in kindergarten, that when we see C and H together, C and H like to go on the train together. So they go choo, 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 choo. So C and H together make the ch, ch sound. So what animal starts with that sound? Ch, ch. Chicken. Chicken starts with ch, ch. Also, we look at double O, and we know, we will learn in kindergarten that when we see double O, it makes the ooh sound. Double O is scary. It goes ooh, right? So we see that this one starts with the letter R. Roo. What animal makes that beginning sound? Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yes, it's a rooster. Okay? Then we have D-og. Dog. How about this one? Try to read this one. C-A-T. What's the first letter? C. What sound does that make? K. What's the middle letter? A. What does A make? A. The last letter is T. T. K. A. T. Cat. Good job. I knew you could do that. Here is S-H. We've talked about S-H. S is always telling H to be quiet. S is always going shh, right? So when we see S and H together, we know that it makes the shh sound, right? Shh. Look, double letters again. When we see double E's, they make the E sound. Shh, E, P. Sheep. Good job. And then goat. G-oat. Goat. Goats. They're funny. I like goats. They make funny noises. Also on the farm, we have seen it in the past when we've gone to the farm that has the bee boxes. Honeybees. Honeybees are at the farm. And sometimes there's these guys that go gobble, gobble, gobble. What letter does that start with? T, T, T. Turkey. Turkey's on the farm. Those are lots of animals we see on the farm. How about people? Who lives on the farm? Well, in Mrs. Wishy-Washy's farm, she lived there, right? So she was one of the farmers. You don't have to be a boy to be a farmer. You could be a girl farmer, you know. Anybody could be a farmer. It's a lot of work though. You have to get up very early and you have to take care of all the animals and all the vegetables and all the fruits, all the crops. Farmers, the cook, somebody cooks the food there, right? And the family, and they all work together on the farm. It's a hard job, but they really like to do it together as a family. Usually a farm is a family, right? Lots of food, because we have to think about, well, what is a farm? Why is a farm even there? Just so animals can live there? No, because on a farm supplies us with food. We go to the store and buy food, but don't you think that food comes from someplace? Yeah, it comes from a farm, right? If you ride out Eastern Long Island, you'll see farms out there, right? So what kinds of foods do we see on the farm? When we talk about foods that farmers grow and then pick, those are called crops. Can you say crops? Crops, yep. Some of the crops are wheat. Do you know what you use wheat for? Mostly for your bread, for your sandwich. Cereal, bread, crackers, your goldfish crackers have wheat. Wheat, it's a plant that they grow, it's a crop that they grow, and they turn it into flour, and flour makes bread. Corn grows on a farm. I'm growing corn outside. I'm hoping that the squirrels don't eat my corn again. Corn, lots of things are made with corn, right? Cereals are made with corn, tortilla chips are made with corn. What else is made with corn? Do you know? I love popcorn. That's a different kind of corn. I just like to eat corn, right? It's corn on the cob weather. I love corn on the cob. Hay, okay? Hay, what do you think some of these animals eat? A horse or a sheep or a goat, they eat hay. It's healthy for them. So the farmer has to grow hay to feed the animals, right? Hay. Then honey. Where does the honey come from? We learned all about the honeybees, right? They keep bee boxes and they get honey from the honeybee. Here are some vegetables that you might eat that come from the farm. Carrots, tomatoes, lettuce, potatoes, celery, right? Those are some vegetable crops that come from the farm. How about some fruits that we get on a farm? How about watermelon and berries? And you know what? When you pick berries, what can you make? Sometimes you go inside the farm store and they sell these in jars and you can put them on your sandwiches, your peanut butter and jelly or jams. They use the fruit to make the jams. See? So everything can make something else. So even if you don't eat, I don't know, peaches, you could eat peach jam. Or berries, you could eat blueberry jelly, right? Or grape jelly, right? Pumpkins grow on the farm, and in the fall we go there and we pick our pumpkins. You can eat some kind of pumpkins, and other pumpkins you can make jack-o'-lanterns, right? Now, eggs. Where do the eggs come from? Who lays the eggs? The hens, the chickens, right? The mommy hens, the mommy chickens. And who supplies the milk? Cows give milk and goats give milk, yeah. And from milk, we can make a bunch of other things. One thing we can make is butter, and I hope that you try that experiment of making butter this week because it's so fun. I'm gonna make a video of it for you. Butter, and also from milk, yogurt, ice cream, okay? All these important things that we eat come from the farm. The farm is super important, okay? Now, things we see on the farm. There are some things we need on the farm to make it run. Of course, a farmhouse where the farm family has to live, and the barn. Who lives in the barn? The animals live in the barn, right? A tractor, right? That is a machine that you use to pick the crops, to bury the crops, to take care of the land that you plant the fruits and vegetables in. It has big tires. You've seen a tractor. A silo. A silo is a tall, skinny building where they keep the grain. Grains of wheat, grains of corn, grains of hay, all those things that they need. They keep it in there. It piles up high, right? A truck. Farmer needs a truck. Pickup truck to throw all the animals in the back or supplies in the back, right? A windmill. You ever see a windmill? It looks like a fan, a big fan. So when the wind blows, the windmill turns and it makes energy for the farm. And fences. Oh, if you didn't have fences, all the animals would run free and they'd go to New York City, like in Mrs. Wishy-Washy's farm, right? So those are some things we see at the farm. The land we see on the farm, we see grass, Mud. Mud is wet dirt, right? It rains. There's a lot of dirt on the farm. So there's always wear old shoes to the farm, right? Or boots. We see also flowers and trees because some farms grow flowers that you can buy or shrubs. Or sometimes around Christmas time, you go to a Christmas tree farm and you cut down a Christmas tree. Farms are really important. Why do you think farms are important? Well, we'll keep learning about it this week and keep watching videos. But farms are really important because without farms, we wouldn't have any food, right? Super important. Okay, so we're going to use this list at our Zoom meeting. We're going to do a guessing game about the farm. So practice that list and I'll see you at Zoom. See you later.